Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play of GTNH. So the last episode we set up our first EBF, electric blast furnace, and we're just processing the alumina we've been able to gather into aluminium for the meantime. I realized I was talking about last episode starting to go for these good circuits and heading into the MV age. But I realized that actually there's still a little bit to do before we head to MV. I think power-wise, in the next stage, we're going to be running on oil power. So initially it'll be light fuel, because that's what we can make, and then after that we'll once we get to MV we can upgrade from light fuel to diesel, so we will do that. So for that we need to set up a pump getting oil, which is so just a basic pump to get some oil, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is actually try and get polyethylene from oil. So we should be able to do that even in MV if we I'm pretty sure from steam cracked refinery gas, and I'm pretty sure it's an LV recipe. Let's see. Yeah, severely steam cracked refinery gas is LV in a distillery, and this is moderately, you get a bit less, lightly cracked. So basically severely steam cracked, for getting ethylene, we should be able to make it into polyethylene with an LV, oxygen plus ethylene, acetic acid. Interesting. So the isoprene, one of these will be polyethylene. There's just a million ways. Oh wait, oh yeah, no, hydrocrack, that's fine. We're looking, it's like you put quite a lot of oxygen into it. Compressed air, here. Compressed air, but here, one oxygen, yeah. And that's at LV as well, so we should be able to make polyethylene. And the main reason for that is that it should unlock super tanks for us, because we have circuits, that's fine. We have aluminium plates now. We can actually make these MV motors, because we can make aluminium rods, copper nickel wire, copper cable I believe we can put in our assembling machine, so we can make those. And magnetic steel rods, no worries. And the bronze, these are fine. So and then the reason we need plastic is for this hermetic casing, which needs a large plastic fluid pipe, which is polyethylene sheets, which we can make in our fluid solidifier from molten polyethylene. So we'll get the super tanks, which will be nice, and it'll also help us kind of set up some processing for MV fuel, oil processing. And then once we're there, we'll be able to, once we get here, then we can start making combustion generators, which is what we'll be using. Okay, it's not how it's spelled. So we'll be making these the advanced combustion generator to power our MV machines. So let's start on that. So looking at getting oil, initially we need a basic pump, which should be no worries. We can remove these now, and we will need mining pipe, which we can make in the wire mill from small steel pipes. That's fine. Let's do this. We want 64 of these, and a basic pump. That should be plenty. And then we'll need distilleries, and we'll see what the process is for getting to refinery gas, which we then need to steam crack and then distill again to turn into ethylene, which we then mix with oxygen or react with oxygen to get the polyethylene. So it's a kind of a nice little chain, production chain. So let's just start with setting up a pump. And then we've got a question about how we are going to power our pump. Do I have any of these? I think I might have broken them down, because I was using large bronze fluid pipes previously, but I think they are I might need some bronze plates. Let's just put that in there for now. We'll make another large one. And then we'll need the 4. Oh, we've got some rotors in here. And we need these rubber rings. We should need 8 of them. Let's go ahead and make 16. And we can make some extra pumps if we need to. Oh, we're gonna need this. Alright. Nope. Cool. We want to make these regular ones. Let's just, make that. Alright. And then, how many pumps? Sure. We'll end up using these. I mean, we're already using 4. Oh, okay. I thought we had a bunch of those. Maybe I put them... Did we use them all? Oh yeah, we did. For the blast furnace. Do we have any at all? Looks like we don't. We're gonna need a few. Maybe we'll make 8 for now, because the production chain for polyethylene does use a decent number of machines. So we'll 8 hopefully will be enough. And then so the other use for polyethylene is that there's this recipe for machine hulls You can do it like this, where you use 2 wrought iron steel and the cables, or in the assembling machine it's just the cables and the machine casing and polyethylene, so you save the wrought iron and the steel. And then for example, for the MV version, this uses wrought iron and aluminium, but if you do it in the assembler with polyethylene, you save the wrought iron and aluminium. So it's kind of, if polyethylene, once you have it set up, if you have it set up decently, it's not that hard to make quite a lot of it. So or not a lot, but like 2 polyethylene is not that much. So using it to save aluminium or steel or stainless steel in the HV is good. Alright, but for now we do need to do that. And I think we can get a pump now. Alright, and then we should have set the wire mill to start making these. We just need 32 small steel pumps, which what happened? Oh, we've got steel plates here. So 30. So we'll have a bit extra. We had some there. That actually would have been perfect. Doesn't matter. It's no issue. Alright, so the wire mill, I think it is just no number. That's interesting. Let's just make 64 for now. We'll save these. And then we need to think about how we're going to power the pump, because we've got oil over there. There's an oil spout. We might be able to see it on the map. This black stuff. So it's and there's also one over here, and there's a few around, but so it's a bit far away. So getting power over there can be an issue. We're not going to run a steam pipe all the way over there. I think what we can do, we've got all this creosote oil, so you've got 2 options to burn creosote for power. You can use a combustion generator, which is easier to make. It does require quite a bit of steel, is the only thing. And then if we find creosote in here, it doesn't have a very high fuel value, only 8,000 EU per bucket. Like if you compare that to light fuel, ethanol, here, like light fuel, 305,000 EU per bucket, so that's like what, 25 times more? I think, give or take. No, maybe 35 times, or close to 40 times more. Yeah, around 35, 40-ish times more, I think. Just for comparison, so that wherever it was, 8,000 EU is not very much. And the other option is they're called semi-fluid generators. If you type semi in, then you'll see these. And these basically burn creosote at much higher efficiency. If we have a look, if we find creosote now, there, it's 48,000 per bucket, so it's 6 times better at burning creosote. The only issue with the semi-fluid generator is that you need a cobalt cable, and getting cobalt at the moment Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's a blast furnace recipe. Well, that's interesting. Roasted cobalt and carbon dust, which we can get. The other option is cobalt dust with nitrogen, which we don't have yet, but then without nitrogen it just takes 80 seconds. But getting cobalt dust, we have, we can actually get it easily from copper. Oh, okay, let's just do that then. We also have cobaltite, so I'm pretty sure we can get it from cobaltite. Interesting. Yeah, cobaltite, for example, you get it from the impure in the centrifuge. But we actually, I think we have a bunch of copper that we've hammered. Oh no, well, we have 64 here, so we might as well. But this is already clean. Okay. Interesting. We've got this. We can just hammer it and then centrifuge it. And we've got cobaltite. Because I thought there was something else we were going to use the cobaltite for. Let's see. If you electrolyze this, that's another way of guaranteeing cobalt, but that's an MV recipe. Oh, that's how you can get extra arsenic. It's like a good way to get arsenic, maybe. Anyway, yeah, well, at the moment, arsenic from Realgar, which we have a little bit of somewhere, I think. Oh, we have cobalt dust here. Okay, I guess let's make a semi-fluid generator. So we can just empty this out and it'll finish whatever recipe it's on, 30 seconds. And then let's see, we'll just do it on the number 1 and it'll take 80 seconds. So I think, can we enter it? Yeah, just here, easy. Wow, that's actually... I wonder what did we centrifuge that gave us cobalt? Maybe the nickel? Yeah, I think it might have been the nickel. Raw iron. Yeah, nickel. Yeah. Okay, all that nickel that we centrifuged, that's where we got this cobalt from. Great, can't complain about that. So let's make the other parts in the meantime. We can just turn this back and then put the alumina and that back in. And then we want, so we made this and we're making that. We want a semi-fluid generator. We'll need Tembaga, which is no issue. Let's get the Tembaga going. Alloy smelters 8. Fluid solidifier. Can we make... Yeah, we can make molten Tembaga. That's good. How many is this? I think this is only 4 ingots. How many ingots of Tembaga do we have? Because I think we have a little bit. 2. Okay, so we will have to make some more, but that's good. So Tembaga is pretty easy. It's just copper dust and gold dust. We might need some more gold. What happens if we... So then we get copper. which is fine. Yeah, sure. Let's just put the gold in there. We don't actually need more cobalt. Alright, so Tumbaga is, I think, 2 gold. You need 3 of these. And then you do this with 1 more gold. You get 10. So let's just make 20. I wonder if we can just put this directly in the fluid extractor. No, but we can alloy smelt it. That's cool. I'm just trying to save us going down to our furnaces. Oh, we even have 2 ingot molds. How good are we? Alright. Very good. Do we have a gear mold? We should. Lovely. That's 1 gear. So let's put that in there. Turn this on. Alright, 1 gear. Alright, 2 gears. Easy. Good. Alright, what else? So we got this. We can just wrap these, so that's good. We can grab our cobalt. And we should be able to just put it in here. There's our 64 mining pipe. Nice. We already have a distillery, but we'll probably just make more. Alright. Great, cobalt wire. We've got this, we've got circuits, we've got motors. We should just need the pistons. Can we make these better? Fluid solidifier, but we can't get molten steel yet. Because for that you need an MV extractor. So we have to make these still by hand. We should need 2. And alright. Oh, we just need to grab them. Oops. Oh, good. Oh, nice. So we're doing, and then we just need to do that, and it'll be happy with us. Alright. So we can go and get some oil. We might need a pump. We've got pump. That's good. We'll need a couple of tanks. Do we have 2 that are not in use? No, we only have 1. 1 might be fine. Oh, maybe this will give us more of them. Wow, 4. That's not bad. We shouldn't actually need another one. What we do need though is our fluid cells. I think we only need 16 because I'm pretty sure, because we can put 16 buckets in the fluid generator. We can even leave some cells in there and it'll use them, but the pump doesn't use much power, so I think let's just put 16. And also, because it's only got a 64 litre tank before it fills up, and then it'll turn itself off, so there's no alright. oil, here we come. So, we do need a bit of building material. We'll use netherrack. Just to cover the machines, so that they don't, if it rains, they don't get blown up. Alright. Yeah, these semi-fluid generators are really good. I think I did before the new update. They didn't use cobalt cable. This recipe, it used just tin cable, so you could get them at the start of LV, and they were a really good power source. I think it was like for every 2.5 coke ovens you had running, you could fuel. It was like 1 amp of LV power, so that was really good. Alright, so here's our oil. Let's build out. And then we put the pump here. Or it'll be... We'll put the pump up here. Whoop. Not ideal. So the pump up here, basic pump, and it can empty out this way. No? Which way does it empty? This is confusing. Auto output on top. Alright, that's fine. So then we're going to have this tank on top. So I suppose we'll turn on auto output. We put the mining pipes in, and then we've got to connect it to power, which we can just aim it that way, and we can break this, and then let's just cover them. Whoop, that was weird. We don't, yeah. Alright, so that'll protect it from the rain. And now all we have to do is put some creosote in here. And this should start mining. Here it goes. We'll see if it gets any oil. Yeah, alright, there's our first bucket of oil. And this thing will just work until that is full. Oh wow, we're right on a chunk boundary. That's funny. It's a bit annoying. I mean, we can just load all 4 chunks. It's not a big deal. Because we've got... Cool, this will fill up pretty quickly. Like, in a few minutes time, probably. And you see it hardly burns any creosote. Like, it's used 130 creosote. And we already have 4 buckets out of 16,000, so... Happy days. And we can just, well, we've got this marked as oil, but let's mark it as pump. So we don't forget where it is. And we can delete oil. Alright. Alright, so while that's kind of getting the first tank load of oil, let's go back to base And it's this way, isn't it? No, just south. There, okay. I was like, that didn't look like the right direction. I was a bit confused. And then, yeah. Good thing I checked, otherwise... Our humble base in the distance next to this epic mountain. Excellent. Where's our hammer? There. Strange. Right, so now we get to set up the oil or the ethanol line. Ouch. Not ethanol, ethylene. So we do need quite a few machines for this. So oil, it's a bit complicated at first. Let's stand over here where it's not too loud. And let's just have a look. So we were looking before at the ethylene recipe. So I'll bring it back. Hopefully. Okay. Poly. PVC. Here, polyethylene bar. That'll get us there. Molten polyethylene in the chemical reactor. So we do have oxygen. I think this one, they're the same, I'm pretty sure. It's just you do a little bit of ethylene with 1 bucket of oxygen, or you do a bucket of ethylene with 7 buckets of oxygen. And it's like depends on which one you want to put in a cell and which one you want to put in liquid form. We already have oxygen in liquid form, so I'm pretty sure it makes sense to use this version, because we have oxygen in that tank there that we can pump out to the machine. Or when we upgrade it to a super tanks can they have an inbuilt pump basically, so you don't have to attach a pump to them. They can auto output like these machines do. Alright, so where were we? Yeah, molten polyethylene. So that needs a chemical reactor. So 1 chemical reactor. And then, so we have oxygen, that's fine. So ethylene, how do we make ethylene? So we're going to make ethylene by distilling severely steam cracked refinery gas into ethylene. So that requires a distillery. So we can add a distillery. And then how do we get severely steam cracked refinery gas? I believe in a chemical reactor, we take steam and refinery gas, and then that turns it into severely steam cracked. Again, we have an option of which one we want in a cell, and which one we want as liquid. It's probably refinery gas in a cell, I'm thinking, because to get steam, well, we have steam. Yeah, we can just hook it up to our steam system. It doesn't need a lot of steam, right? It's not like a huge amount of steam required, so that should be fine. So that's another chemical reactor, so we can just add one to the list because we need 2. We need 1 to steam crack the refinery gas, and 1 to mix the oxygen and the ethylene into polyethylene. Alright, so then how do we get refinery gas? That's we have steam, but we need refinery gas to make this. So refinery gas we get from not natural gas, sulfuric gas we mix it with hydrogen to desulfurize it, and that gives us refinery gas. And again, we have an option what we want in cells, what we want in liquid form. Either the hydrogen or the natural or the sulfuric gas. So hydrogen we have in a tank, so maybe we will use sulfuric gas in cells. Let's see how we get sulfuric gas, but that needs a third chemical reactor. So that's 3 chemical reactors. So sulfuric gas. That we get from distilling light oil, raw oil, or regular oil is what we have. That's what we're getting out of the pump back there. So we got all the way back to oil, so we need a distillery to get sulfuric gas. So that's another one of these. There too. So looks like we need to make 2 distilleries and 3 chemical reactors, and then we also need to power them. So the best thing to do is probably just to make steam turbines to power them. I don't think hooking it up to this system is a great idea, because if those machines are running, which they're not going to be running all the time at the moment for sure, but if they're running, then running anything else in this system is probably not going to be possible. So it's probably better if it's an independent system. So we'll need some steam turbines. Now if we want to, we could figure out exactly how many turbines we need by looking at how much power each one would use. And we can see that. So this essentially uses a full amp while it's running. It's 30 EU. So that's 1. And then the oxygen we don't need, that's steam powered. The ethylene, which is from the distillery, this uses another full amp while it's running, so that's 2. And then 2 steam crack. It also uses a full amp, that's 3. And then to get the refinery gas from the chemical reactor, that's 4. So this is very power hungry, interestingly enough. I'm a bit scared that a ender creeper will teleport on top of us and blow us up. It's happened more than once. So we got up to 4. Literally every machine so far uses a full amp of LV power. And then I think the last thing was the sulfuric, because this is desulfurizing it, but getting the sulfuric gas uses slightly less than an amp. So it's basically each machine kind of needs its own steam turbine if they're all going to run at the same time, which is, I think, the easiest way to just manage power is to just make essentially enough power so that if all the machines are on at the same time, they can still run. So like sometimes you can use, say, 1 steam turbine for like 2 machines because they both use half an amp, but in this case all the machines basically use a full amp, So, like, it's in total, it's 120 plus 24, so 144. So if we divide that by 32, we'll get like 4 point something. I'm pretty sure. 144 divided by 32. It's 4.5. So we need 5 steam turbines, which is basically 1 for each machine. Which is a lot. That's a big investment. But we're going to make that investment. It's all part of the game. And then they won't be on all the time. It's kind of like the blast furnace, right? It's not on all the time, but when it's on, it uses 4 amps of power. So this setup also won't be on all the time, but when it is on, it uses 4.5 amps. Okay, so then 5 steam turbines. Could we run them? Maybe we could use creosote to run it. We do have a lot of creosote. That could be cool. Let's try that. We'll run them on creosote, actually, rather than steam, just for fun. So we need 5 more creosote generators, so we do need 4 more cobalt wires. Let's just cook up a bit of cobalt, so we have it if we want it. Take this out, put that on number 1. It's nice, 148 aluminium. Let's put aluminium. Okay. Alright, so we're going for this times 5. Ambitious. Alright. Cool. So let's just make as much as we can. We're gonna need Tumbaga. This is 40 Tumbaga, so we actually need to make a decent amount more. Good thing we got this gold here. Just put it through this to clean it. We've got more gold there. Suppose we should clean this. This is our oxygen and hydrogen, so that'll be useful. Cool. Well, how long does this take? Oh wow, it takes a very long time. Alright, we're just gonna wash it manually. Oh. This could not... This could go badly. Oh, nice. At least we have water. So now we have to turn our magnet off when we want to, if we want to wash things in here, because otherwise it'll just instantly pick it up. Right. Whoops. Let's make 50 Tumbaga. I think. Oh, 40? Yeah, sure. We'll just do it in the alloy smelters. We can turn this back on. turning into a very long episode, but I think that's fine. Should be a decent episode as well. We're doing well on our food, so that's good. This looks like it's good to go, so 28 more. Let's do this. Let's see if our power can hold up. We're running quite a few things all at the same time. We are going to need more steel plates. Let's just do 2 stacks. 3 of those. Alright, let's see about these 2 distilleries. I feel like it's probably worth taking this one. Whatever, let's leave it there if we need more lubricant. I changed my mind. So I saw, what do we need for that? Glass, which we have here. Tin cable. I've got tin. Okay, looks like we need more rubber soon. So let's get that going. Which is no worries. I think we even have some sulfur in here. Oh yeah, we can make 9 stacks of rubber. Which we may as well do. Let's put all this in here for now. Because what we do, we grab 9 stacks, that's full as earth. Here, raw rubber dust. Oh, hopefully we're set up. Because this is 1 sulfur to 9 raw rubber dust. We've got a... Okay, that should be fine, hopefully. So we just do this. But let's wait. You can start working, I suppose. We just want to put all the timbargo in. I think we need 4 more. So it's only 16 ingots. We'll come back for the rest of our stuff. So this will finish, and then we can turn on the rubber going. Yeah, we've got to switch to the plate mold. Let's grab our stuff. Hopefully we can. Not that. But let's just trash this random stuff. Alright. Good. Alright, great. So now we can switch these and turn this out off and turn this on. And it should, yep, start pumping into there. And that's 9 stacks of rubber sheets on the way. So once we put these in, it's kind of a bummer. Maybe I'll break this. Man. At some point I will upgrade to the upgraded chests, like diamond chests. Because those you can put side by side, and or maybe even these compressed chests I could put on top. Sorry, slightly larger chests, because we do have those. Oh, that's a good idea. We can put them on top, and they're kind of individual. Alright, anyway. We were making distilleries, I think. Okay. What are we missing for the second one? Oh yeah, bronze pipe. We might need a few. Or maybe not. I don't know. Oh, apparently. Let's just grab the... Let's make 2. If we need more, then we'll make them. Alright, that's our 2 distilleries. Tick. We need 3 chemical reactors. Ooh. Something just went boom. Don't know. Hopefully it was nothing important. It wasn't our solar boilers somehow, was it? Imagine. They look okay. Strange. So that's 2. We need 1 more. What are we missing? Oh, a rotor. Really? Okay, well I guess we need to make a rotor. We just need 4 tin plates. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Do we have tin plates? Oh, we do. Okay, easy. Very good. Alright, now all we need is the 5 of these. So we need 10 pistons, which is 10 of these. Expensive! Oh, yep, out of sheets, but we've got more steel plates. 10. Okay, let's see, how many of these can we make? Not many. Oh, because we're out of machine hulls. How are we doing on motors? Almost out. We will need some more motors. Can we just make them? 2. That's not enough. Oh, is it actually? I think it might be enough. Yeah, that's fine for now. Alright, machine hulls. I can do 4. I'm a bit terrified what those explosions were. Everything seems fine. Famous last words, perhaps. Okay. Alright, is this... Alright, bang. So we've got everything we need. Not precisely. We are gonna need some tanks. Again. Wow. Okay. I feel like we should get one of these, which I've never gotten before. Chandelier. Flawed diamond, molten tin, and torches. Apparently it'll prevent mobs from spawning near us, near our base, which would be nice. I guess. It would turn this system off. Ghost spider. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just keep going. Oh, we've run out of inventory space. Sure. Cool. Oh, well, the other thing we could make is a backpack, which could be nice. Alright, let's set up our oil processing for polyethylene system. Perhaps around here? Let's see. Maybe just here? We're gonna have fluids and stuff coming up from below. And maybe power from the back. It'll be something like let's give it let's do a gap of 2, and then let's build the power here and the machines here. Sure. So that's going to be pipe with creosote in it. And I suppose let's start this way. So our first machine needs to be a distillery, I'm pretty sure. Distilling oil into it's sulfuric gas. This. Which is this recipe. Oil, sulfuric gas. So there's that distillery on what recipe? Number 4. No, yeah, number 4. And let's say it's auto outputting this way. And then the sulfuric gas needs to go into a chemical reactor to get turned into refinery gas. So we already have hydrogen in liquid form. So if we want, we can put a tank here and then the chemical reactor here to get the sulfuric gas in cells. I think we need to do that. We're going to need to make a few tanks. So let's just make them. We don't need big tanks. So if we make... we could just make these ultra low voltage ones. The LV ones require pumps. Huge clay pipes. These just require large clay pipes. Alright, let's do these. Let's see if we can make any. We don't have tin plates, so it won't like that. But we do have some large clay pipes. So let's make 3 and see if that's enough. We need at least 1 more steel plate. See, now we're, for these builds, we have some here. You rip through steel pretty quick. We need some tin. Let's see if it'll give us, we need water buckets. That's fine. We should be able to get 3 buckets of water. There's 1 bucket. Interesting, this tank is full. These ones full, filling, empty, I guess. Which makes sense. These are basically the ones that are actually... These aren't outputting any water. Because the pipe's already full from this point. Well, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. Alright. So let's get a few tanks. And we'll have to make conveyor belts, I think. There's free. Oh no. We gotta... Great. Let's make conveyor belts. Oh, we need motors. What are we missing for some motors? Magnetic iron. I think we might have run out of iron rods. Did we? Oh, how good are we? Haha! Take that, game. Let's make 32 for now. And maybe put some more iron. Oh, we should make some iron. So much to do, so little time. We've got tons of iron. We've even just got this crushed iron that we a bit of pyrite. Roasted iron. Oh, we don't even have bloody room. Ugh. Alright, it's fine for now. We'll just sleep on our staircase. Right. Let's just make some motors. 8. That should do. Because we just need some conveyor belts. Let's just make 3. Let's put some timbaga. Oh, we've got all these tools. Let's put gold and copper in there. Put some buckets. So this I can put in here. Alright, that's probably good for now. Oh. These can go in here. Are we missing copper wire? Is that what's missing? Yeah. So that we can certainly... Oh, we might have... Yeah, we have more. Okay. Let's just make 1 stack. See if we can finish this off. Oh, now what are we missing? Maybe, yeah, tin cable. Alright, I'll just put some copper wire in there and then put it back. Alright, cool. So the way it works is this won't actually... Yeah, no, it is putting out the liquid. And then we put a tank here. And then we put empty cells in here that get filled with the sulfuric gas. And then we need a conveyor belt on this side, which will be exporting. Yeah, exporting. It should be exporting into the chemical reactor, finally, which will have a generator behind it, powering it. And this chemical reactor is making refinery gas using this recipe. 2 cells plus a bit of hydrogen turns into refinery gas cells and hydrogen sulfide, which we'll have to figure out what to do with, but for now it's not a huge issue. I think it was on number 4. Yeah. Which gives us refinery gas, which we then distill into... No, we need to steam crack. So that's in a chemical reactor again. I think we have them... They're coming out in in the cells already, which is good. Right? Yes. Alright, perfect. So then let's do... it'll be auto outputting but items into another chemical reactor, which will have another generator behind it. And now this one is steam cracking the refinery gas. It'll be getting wait, what? Sulfuric gas. Oh no, refinery gas. I'm confusing myself now. Yes, refinery gas. Oops. So not steam in the cell, refinery gas in the cell plus steam will give an empty cell. So on the number 3. And that's producing the severely steam cracked gas as a liquid, which then needs to be distilled into ethylene. Distillery. So so this will be putting out empty cells as well. And the empty cells I need to go back here to get filled with the sulfuric gas, which then gets desulfurized and then gets steam cracked and goes in here, and the cells go back. So we need to basically using the auto output for items I think is better, because like these pumps are decent, but these conveyors are like pretty crappy. Although the speed doesn't really matter that much, and conveyors are cheaper. Whatever then. So let's actually do liquid auto output, not that. And we'll put a conveyor. And now we need some item pipes. And now we run into an issue where to get the hydrogen sulfide out of this one, I guess we can run pipe like this and then have a tank on top, just to like store it. Not that it's a huge issue. Do we have any tin item pipes? I think we do. It's a bit of a project setting this up and figuring it out, but then once you do, it's pretty easy, because all you do is put oil in one end and you get polyethylene out the other, basically. You might need to do some micromanagement of some other stuff, but you know, until you run out of the other inputs, you just put so tin plates we can turn into item pipes. And just wait for the fun part when we have to connect things together. What have we been using? We've been using small item pipes, I think. Right? 1 stack every 4 seconds? Sure. Let's just make 24. Right, so the empty cells are coming out of here and getting sent back to this tank to get filled with sulfuric gas. Cool. That's good. And then here we're distilling the severely steam cracked refinery gas into ethylene. In a distillery. And it comes out as liquid ethylene. And we've also got those small piles of ash. And then the liquid ethylene, this is interesting. We might need to put it... because we were saying a cell of ethylene plus oxygen. Right, so we'll set up kind of a similar setup that we just had over there. With the tank. This will output liquid. This will then have empty cells getting filled, getting pushed into the final chemical reactor, which will be turning... Did we put a recipe in this? What's the recipe? Ethylene. Number 3. Okay. Good. And then polyethylene using this recipe. Number 9 will get us molten poly and empty cells. So there's number 9, and we need to basically bounce the empty cells back into here. We can do that. We just need to do this, allow input from that direction, and then that'll bounce the empty cells, and then the ethylene we can put in a tank for now, and this will export. Alright, I think that's basically set up. So the empty cell, they'll bounce in and out. So that's fine. The cells here will go... That's good. We've got power, so we just need creosote coming in. And we need like the oxygen coming in, the hydrogen, the steam. So we need to pull those things in. And then there's a few byproducts that we're not dealing with at the moment, like the tiny pile of ashes, I think, from the distillery. Carbon dust. We could just chuck a drawer on top. This is hydrogen sulfide. But let's not worry about those for now. Let's try and get this running. So, let's connect the things we need to, like creosote, and the other liquids. And for that we do have a lot of potent here, so we can make potent pipes. We don't need the really big potent pipes, because none of this stuff is getting used at such a high volume. Small pipes, tiny is 1,000. Even tiny is probably plenty, but let's just do small because there's not a huge difference. Alright, let's see how far that'll get us. So creosote comes out of here. because it auto outputs from here, so we can connect. And then let's just start this. So let's maybe just run it straight up. Let's see. Whoops. Where is the hole? There. Oh, everything is right here. Ugh. So here. Okay. Oh, right next to our totem. Lovely. Okay. All right. I think we should pull this up to the ceiling and then pull it across that way, I think is the most elegant way to do it. So let's go up. It's kind of cool. I'll just do this. So this is for power. And I think that, yeah, this is the longest pipeline we're going to have for this setup, because the oxygen and the hydrogen and the steam are coming from inside already. We might need one more pump, I think. That's fine, we can make one. Oh. So here's the input. Good. Cool. Good. Alright. Now we can go inside. And from here, it's just straight up. Oh, yeah, we can land on that. So let's just go. Oh. It's fine. Ow. Oops. Not there. There. Okay, cool. We're pretty much done with the creosote. Let's do that. And then we won't connect. Well, we can connect the generators. It's no big deal. Why not? Hopefully nothing goes boom. Alright, so connect there. Connect there, connect there, connect there. Alright. So our generators all have power. Now we need oil for this, which we'll get late at the end. This is hydrogen to desulfurize. So hydrogen here. And this is steam? To steam crack? Yeah, and then this is oxygen. Okay. Cool. We will need more of these. That's fine though. Let's just make them now. We'll just make another, however many. Not this. What did we break? Was that a hammer, I'm guessing? Yeah. Hammer. Alright. Oh. Oh, nice. We have 76. That's a lot. Well, we just used like 50. But no biggie. So, hydrogen. That's kind of So we should move this hydrogen tank up. And it's kind of awkward. The oxygen needs to go that way. That's okay, we'll just wrap it around. Alright, so these hold they hold the liquid when you break them. At least, I hope they do. Yeah, so you can just break them, which is nice. And then we will be upgrading these to super tanks at some point. But for now, we do need to put pumps on them to output. Okay, oops. So, suppose we... Oh, now we're stuck. That's fine. Do this. So, oops. Ah. No, okay. We'll just have to go up. It's annoying. Alright, that's hydrogen. In. Steam. Yes. Should be. Steam. Steam is easy. And let's just whack a pump on. There. And, yep. Good. Steam. The nearest steam is probably this. Yeah, so we'll pull it off there, and it's here. Okay. Right. So alright, let's just pull it where it is. Oops. All this just for a little bit of plastic. Oh, it's kind of annoying. We can't see, so I just won't connect it for now. Cool. That'll go up. This comes this way. And good. We might need this for the oxygen, so let's leave it for now. Steam. Connected. Nice. And finally oxygen. Let's do this. And get oxygen. Oh, we need a pump. Let's see if we can just make one. Pump, 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 pump. Alright, we'll just find it. Pump. LV, there. Tin rotor and rubber rings. That's fine. 1, 2. Pump. Alright, good. That's for the oxygen. And then tin, yeah. Knife, hammer, file, potent. Cool. Oxygen, which is this tank. So I'm thinking let's take it on the other side, which would be something like this. Let's go up and then across, I think. This is starting to look pretty cool. All the pipes running around. I think it looks cool at least. And then we'll pull it across and into there. Cool. Alright. And we'll just do this. For good form. Discipline. We can't get to that one, so stuff it. Alright. Now we just need to put the pump on. And we need to grab some oil. I hope. Let's see. Lovely. Let's check. We should have creosote. Yep, everyone's got 16 buckets. Lovely. We have... This needs oil. So we actually might need another pump to empty the tank. That's fine. This needs... It has hydrogen. It needs sulfuric gas. This has steam. It needs refinery gas. This has oxygen. It needs ethylene. Alright. Let's go and get our oil. And we're just going to grab the tank, and we are going to use a pump because I think it'll be cool. We'll simulate what it'll be like, and we can just make a pump pretty easily, I hope. Oh, not so much. And we just needed some tin cable, which now we have. I'm sure in this time we've made plenty of them. Rubber sheets. Small tin. Sure, bronze tin. Hammer file. It's annoying things end up in our inventory, but that's fine. Yeah, 500. Is that 9 stacks? Yep. That's pretty good. Alright, cool. Let's go grab the oil. Let's watch this do its thing. And then we'll call it an episode. It's been an absolute marathon. To anyone who's watching this, well done. I hope you enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed making it. And I've done this before, so it's fun to build these setups, and like figuring out how to do them is pretty fun as well. At least I enjoy it. Pump, pump, pump. So now we're just gonna break our tank and grab the so the pump will stop working, which is fine. Lovely 64 and 16 if we want. Yeah, see, it's used barely any creosote. And 64 buckets of oil is a decent amount. Let's just take these. And let's leave this. Cool. Alright. Oh, we're gonna have to put the empty cells in the places that need them. We can do that. That's fine. That's one thing we forgot, to put cells in the tanks. That's good. We can then see the process happening, because it'll stop where it needs cells. Cool, cool, cool. Look, we can even sleep in our bed for the first time in months. Alright. Here we go. Alright, polyethylene. Fully automated-ish. Let's whack the tank on top. And then all we need to do is get our pump and bang, and in it goes, and this turns on, starts putting sulfuric gas in here, and then we need to put empty cells. Let's see, how many of them does it use to make the refinery gas? It looks like 2. So let's wait till there's 2,000 sulfuric gas. And then these cells we can put in here. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, because it filled this with 16. Perfect. Alright. Then, so we have a conveyor on the side of this, which will push the cells into here. So this is sulfuric gas. Let's whack 2 of these in here. And let's do 6 in total. That should keep it cycling. And then the conveyor's slow, so it'll eventually send it over. And then they'll instantly here. So this turns on, and it makes, I think, 2 cells of refinery gas. And now it's, we've got a little bit of hydrogen sulfide. And now it's making the steam cracked. So the steam cracked ends up in here. And it's waiting to have enough of it. So you see, the machines are off a lot of the time. Like this chemical reactor barely ever works. Because it's so quick. It takes like 1 second to process 2. It takes this thing ages to make 2 buckets. But then we see that when this finishes, the empty cell will get sent back. Here's the empty cell, and let's see if it goes. There it goes, back into here. And then here it's got. This is where we need to put the other cells. So this needs to get up to a full 1000 ethylene. A bucket of it. So that'll take a minute. And, you know, it's using... It's only used about 6 buckets of oil out of 70 or 80. So... takes its... 900. So 1 more go, and then we'll put a cell in here, which will get pushed into here to then become polyethylene. So this is ethylene. And you can do more stuff with ethylene. You can turn it into, I think it's called polyvinyl chloride, or PVC, if you mix it with chlorine. Anyway, we'll look at that later. Alright, here we go. So let's put an empty cell, gets filled, and then it'll get pushed into here, and this will turn on and make polyethylene. Waiting. Did we not set this up? Export? That is, I'm pretty sure, the right setting. Conveyor. Oh, I know why. We need a screwdriver. It's because the machine is outputting straight back into the tank, and so we need to allow import from output. Input filter? No. There. Input from output side allowed. So now it should go in. There. And here it goes, 56 seconds, 7 buckets of oxygen. And here we can put a couple more cells, so that'll make sure, well, it got, basically as soon as this turns on, the machine pushes the empty cell back in. So, it's all good. Let's just grab one out, I guess. So now there's like 1. It'll fill and go in there, but then as soon as this finishes, an empty cell will get pushed back into there. So it's like kind of fine. And our first, I think it's 1.5 buckets of ethylene, which is 10 sheets. I think. Yep. Bang. Alright. And here it goes. Nice. So this will keep running until either it runs out of oil, or it runs out of hydrogen, or this fills up the hydrogen sulfide. this won't run out of steam because we're making steam, so that's fine. If this fills up with tiny carbon dust at the moment, it'll stop. This is fine. And if this runs out of oxygen, it'll stop. So... oh. We can make more oxygen and hydrogen pretty easily by just putting brown lignite dust in here. And dealing with this hydrogen sulfide and these tiny piles shouldn't be too hard either. So, thank you for watching this crazy long episode that has culminated in this system making polyethylene. And next episode we can use that polyethylene to make some super tanks, I think. And then, you know, maybe we'll whack a super tank on the pump over there. So basically, because the super tank can fit, is it 4 million, like 4,000 buckets? Yeah, 4,000 buckets of oil. So that'll just, the pump will just run and run and run. So, and then we can bring it over here or whatever. And same goes for the hydrogen and the oxygen down there. We can put the super tanks down, and then we can just process heaps of lignite and get a lot of hydrogen and oxygen in storage. And that'll set us up nicely to make fuel, because fuel is very similar to this, where basically instead of distilling the oil into refinery gas, we distill it into fuel. Then you have to desulfurize it, and then you have the fuel. So kind of this part is like the ethylene part, because we don't have to crack the fuel. We can just use the fuel as fuel. So we get fuel out of here. But this part is the same. It's distilling oil into heavy fuel or light fuel, sulfuric version, then desulfurizing it to get the version we can use as to burn in our combustion generators to make power. So, but the difference will be the scale, because we'll probably have like 10 distilleries and like, you know, or something like that, rather than just one. Okay, thanks everyone. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.